Hi, welcome to Kindred Spirit Readings. Let's begin. Pisces, you've been congratulated this week. You've stumbled across some money. Everything is looking fresh for you this week. If you weren't sure about where you were going, this is all about starting over, and you will be. This is all very positive. You're looking your very best. You're looking very sharp. I am seeing that you could be rather playful. Be mindful that not everybody else is going to be on the same page, but there is a time and place, for everything that we do in life, just to keep that in mind. Your professionalism speaks volumes. However, this week there is going to be a meeting that is going to take place around Tuesday. Then there may be some delays, at the latest a day out. It may be that that meeting is delayed. But I'm saying that the wheels are in motion, everything is working as it should in your favor, which is great. I'm getting something about a loved one that could be at a loss, and you're simply coming in to save the day. You're really showing your strength, and you're putting the effort into making it work for them, not only for them, but for you. You learn a lot from yourself by doing this. There's a lot to be said about that. As we move on throughout the week, I'm seeing a decline in health. This is probably one of the only other things you should really take notice of if you haven't already, that could create setbacks or a setback. This has the potential to escalate, but just check in with yourself from time to time and make sure everything's running smoothly. The word baggage shows up. You may be expecting visitors. Now, what you don't expect is for your visitor to bring in another visitor. Now, I don't really see you having a big problem with this. I think, yes, it may take you by surprise, of course, but you're just sort of saying to yourself, okay, well, I'll just deal with this as I need to, or just go with whatever's happening. It's not a big deal. And again, at the same time, I do see you keeping your guard up. What keeps coming in for me is that there is a reminder coming in for you about a grandfather who passed away a long time ago. And this is rather interesting also because he left something behind for you. So that comes up. That comes up for you. That is your weekly forecast. I'm now going to move on to the next 5 years of your life. So Pisces, who would have thought that you would have ended up with somebody like-minded, somebody who absolutely makes you feel as though you are on top of the world. This is coming through for you. This is rather strong. I'm seeing that the first 2 years is going to be all about fun, enjoying each other's company. Now, we are talking about relationships here, so there is a lot that needs to be released in relation to your personal relationships. Your love for others, your love towards family. There's a lot that can be said about the way you have stepped out into the world, and you've just you've changed the way you do things. Going back to the first 2 years out of the 5, I'm seeing that you're meeting and greeting with a lot of people that, as I said, are like-minded. There's a lot of exploring. There's a lot of freedom. The word freedom comes up a fair bit because I feel that you've taken quite a punch over the course of the last, I want to say, 5 yees. They've been really hard for you. You've sort of tried to figure out which direction you're headed. What's in it for me? It's all in these really relevant questions that keep coming up. Mind you, at the same time, I can't stress that enough. You finally found the way out, however that translates to your current situation. But personally, this is more on a personal level. The relationship you have with yourself is a lot clearer in terms of the next, if we're talking about the next 5 years. You begin to release what has been stuck. You begin to release what you have found so difficult to understand. Even believe it or not, it is absolutely mind-blowing now how this takes me away, just looking at your cup, and then we move into the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and you've got a ton of travel for the 3rd year out of the 5. I'm seeing that you have got a significant amount of travel coming through for you. You will be traveling with someone else. There will be a group of people somewhere in there that show up, and it's the entire group of people, this group of people enjoying themselves, catching up. It's old friendships, catching up with friends, having a blast, really, having a great time traveling together. I mean, this is really something that you have wanted to do for such a long time. As I said, it's been really difficult to understand, but you will finally feel this release. And once you do, the world is your oyster. And I couldn't be more clearer about this. If, when we move into years 4 and 5, we have you feeling a lot of love towards this person, one person in particular that you may be reconnecting with. When I say reconnect, you may not have seen this person in a very long time, and this person is coming back into your life, and it's magical. It's really such a beautiful union, or a reunion, however you see that to be necessary to your current situation. It's something that you have longed for a really long time. You have a better understanding of what is going on around you, which is really important also, because for a long time there, it was very unclear to you where people stood, where you stood with others, what people's intentions were. And the next 5 years, when I talk about how it's all about freedom, and it's about feeling something you've never felt before. I mean, this will really be one of those amazing experiences for you thus far, and especially with so much love coming through for you. I do see marriage for some of you coming in, I want to say between the third and the fifth year. There is marriage on the cards. If you were hoping to marry the love of your life, I'm seeing there is a lot of money that will come to you, but it's been delayed up until now. I do see that there is more of a delay. This could see you receiving money, perhaps an inheritance 4 years from now. So in the fourth year, you may not have realized it or felt it or known it, but there is one person in particular that has had their eye on you, and you may have to give something up in order to begin again. Thank you, Pisces.